On, man.
It was a fast Friday.
Was it?
They're the best Fridays ever.
Was it?
For me.
It was pretty fast. It wasn't bad. They go all the way down to Newark, though, for that thing.
Yeah, it stinks.
Well, it did until lunch was free, so...
Oh, and free?
Hell yeah.
Shoot, you can't beat free.
The corporate card was among us.
My day would have been better. I just go to the soda machine to get a water. And put my money in. And, of course, sold out. Right? And I'm like, you son of a bitch. I gotta find more change because the water's cheaper. So then I go, and I'm like, all right, I'll get a Diet Dr. Pepper. I hit it. Out comes a Schweppes ginger ale.
Oh.
That's not even an option on the thing. You can't, if I wanted Schweppes, I'd be like, oh, not this machine.
See, to me, that would have been jackpot, but that's just...
I like it, but it's not what I wanted, and not what was on my mind.
It wasn't what you were in the mood for.
You know? Ay. And I got no liquor to put in it.
Oh.
So...
The hits just keep on coming.
I'm telling you, I know. But it's Friday afternoon, and we welcome everybody to another episode of The Commute.
Where I will be your driver.
And I will be your passenger. So, today, we've been talking up HBO. We'll start up with HBO.
Yeah.
They are now officially joining up with Amazon Prime.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and they have never...
Amazon's trying to sweeten the pot to get people to stay.
Yeah, because until now, you either had to pay for HBO or buy, their shows on DVD if you wanted to watch them. They've never been on anything like this. So now, they have every episode, all their seasons, on Amazon Prime, with one catch. You only get a show after it's been out for 3 years.
What?
Yeah.
What?
And not like every episode, like that episode has to be 3 years old for you to get it. So, you're not really getting anything for your...
Good luck to you.
For your money.
Good luck. Yeah, not canceling.
So like all the good news shows you can't get.
Right, what's the point of that?
You know, it's and that's what everyone, like Game of Thrones. Oh, and that's the other thing, Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's not even 3 years old yet, is it?
Yeah, this is the 4th season.
Oh, is it? Okay.
But they said, we're not putting that on there yet.
Oh.
So anything 3 years old
or good
won't be on there.
Won't be on.
You can get The Sopranos though, and they're only 10 years old.
Supposedly that's good. I've never watched that.
It was the first few years were good.
Yeah, people.
After that, it just like went downhill. It got real weak. It had a horrible ending.
And I like gangster shit like that. I mean, but I don't know. It just never.
It became not so gangster.
Yeah.
It was just like him bitching and whining about his horrible life.
And I'd say it's just like New Jersey gangsters I didn't really like, but I like Boardwalk Empire, so I can't say that.
You don't like newer New Jersey gangsters?
I don't know. It's that era, too, of gangsters. Like, I don't really care about those guys.
Well, they're more like New York.
Yeah, I like the 50s, 60s, even back to like the 20s and stuff. Like that era.
Well, we said before, that's where we belong.
Yeah, by like now, by like the Sopranos time, that was what, 80s, 90s era? Or
yeah.
I mean, that was supposed to be
90s.
More modern, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was present time for whenever they were.
Yeah, so 90s, I guess, for that. But
what the dude is walking to the car.
What are you doing?
It's just a car. It won't hurt you. So,
go ahead. It's like there's crosswalks everywhere.
They just get in your way.
Yeah.
All that paint on the ground.
Like stuff. Go there.
Let's actually walk a little further. Awful. Man, a ton of notes today.
You have them, man.
There's a lot of them.
You collected them all week because I was sick for like 2 days.
A lot of them seem like they'll be short, so hopefully we get enough to keep us going.
Yeah.
So, where to go from here? I'll do a quick little short one to get us out of the city. And then we can do this day in history.
You're optimistic.
There's a guy running around Canada at Mooney's Bay Park.
Okay.
and he was flashing people for like days. He was walking around flashing people. And he finally gets caught because he flashed some woman right by a cop. The cop was right there, catches him. Nothing great about that, but the best part of the story is the guy's name. His name is Donald Popadick.
I'm sure he found that hilarious.
Oh man, he probably said, that's my calling.
Yeah.
He wanted to do it. He was in his 60s.
I know the one thing I can do.
So he's probably been waiting years to go ahead with that. I got the courage now. I finally got the courage. So yeah, see, I said quick. I meant quick.
Yeah. Yeah, see, and when I said optimistic.
So we can come up with more dirty names or something. Let's see. 1913 to 1920.
Yeah.
It was legal to mail a baby through the U.S. Post Office. You could mail your baby somewhere.
What?
Yeah.
How was that anything?
In 1913, they introduced parcel post to the world. So that was items that were too heavy for traditional mail carriers to lug around with them. So you could pay a little extra and mail carrier would take it wherever they would deliver it, wherever it had to go.
Okay.
It couldn't be heavier than 11 pounds. That was the max they would deliver.
So it couldn't be a big baby.
Couldn't be a big baby. It had to be a young baby. And at the time, you could also go to the trains and there was a mail car and you could drop your mail off there. So if someone wanted to even take their baby with them on a train, it was cheaper than a train ticket. So they would get a ticket for themselves and postage for their baby and just carry the baby on the train with them. And they would go that way.
Oh, but they'd have their baby
They'd have their baby with them.
The baby wouldn't have to ride in like the mail, you know.
Right. And they even advertised it that way, like you can mail your baby, you know, but it was a publicity stunt they were trying to do for the post
promotional
office.
Thing. Okay.
In 1913, when it started though, in Ohio, Vernon Little was a postman, and he did deliver a baby for someone.
Yeah.
He was 10 pounds, 10 3/4 pounds. Fuck it, man. It's just like you wait for the fucking light to turn red, and then you walk.
Here we go. Another one.
This fucking guy too. Jesus Christ.
It's. Did you roll down the window? I mean, you're waiting outside. It's real nice out.
Yeah.
And what do we know? What did we learn on the commute?
When the nicer it is, the dickier people get, man.
They're all looking up, and I can't blame them. They're all looking up.
This guy in his fucking zoot suit and shit. We got to get outside cameras.
Yeah, dude.
We got to get this guy.
Is nice.
Waiting by his Baines Deli. All he's missing is he's not spinning his watch.
Yeah.
You know, he needs a pocket watch to spin. He's got the cigarette dangling. It's gonna ash. It's gonna ash all over his white suit. That's the whitest suit I ever saw in my life. And this cigarette's gonna ash all over it.
Oh.
This is why you can't have nice things. This is why ash somewhere. Anyway, the postman delivered a baby boy to his grandmother just a mile away.
Oh, okay.
Grandmother said, look, get us sitting there, or someone said this kid's got to get to his grandmother. So postman took him. It cost 15 cents to deliver the baby, and he was insured for $50. So, lose baby, here's $50.
50 bones.
Yeah, that's a lot of money back then. In February of 1914, in Wellington, Kansas, this woman received her 2-year-old nephew. You gotta be more than 11 pounds when you're 2, right?
He got lost in the mail.
Yeah, they did it when he was 2 months.
Yeah.
Now he's 2 years.
That happens.
It was delivered from his grandmother, so grandmother to aunt. She received him in Kansas. The kid was mailed from Stratford, Oklahoma.
Wow.
They said, now that costs a little more money. That was 18 cents.
Oh, wow.
Okay. The postman took the kid to the train. It was a 25-mile train ride, or 25-mile ride to the railroad. Then the kid took the train the rest of the way. And they said a mailman or a conductor sat with the baby the whole time on the train. You know, he just like put him in a corner.
Right.
And He sat with the mail clerk, it was. And then the mail clerk gave it to the next mail guy, and he carried it and said, here's your grandkid. The postmaster, though, even when they started this, did not approve of it. He's telling people, look, we don't really mean mail your babies.
Right.
But for some reason, they let people do it. I wouldn't have done it. I don't know, but yeah, different time maybe. I don't know. But still. But it still took, and he was trying to get it stopped since they started it in 1913, but it took till 1920 to become against the rules.
Wow.
No delivering babies. The postal way.
That's interesting.
I can imagine that would have ever happened.
Yeah.
You know, like you always joke around like, I'm going to put myself in a box and deliver myself to Hawaii because it's cheaper than taking a flight.
Yep.
Now they drill you in the post office. You go to mail something, it could be this little tiny letter. Anything fragile, liquid, hazardous.
Yeah, that's a whole
I got plutonium in here. And they take your word for it. They don't scan it.
No.
I'm just like, no, okay.
It's got to pass through something along the way, you know.
I guess.
That's nice out.
Please let us get this green light.
Can you fucking get out of the way? Jesus, what the shit are you doing? No turn signal, nothing?
Asshole. Alright, this day in history. May 2nd, 1918, GM buys Chevrolet. That long ago.
Yeah.
Wow. And they've been causing arguments between Chevy and Ford people ever since. May 2nd, 2011. 11. I almost said, is that 11 or 16? Is this fucking... Is this future date in history?
What's happening?
Osama bin Laden killed. Yeah, man, I remember that. I remember I was watching a Phillies game at the time. And it was like a regular game, whatever. And all of a sudden, the whole place started chanting, USA, USA. And we're like, what the hell? Like, why are they doing this all of a sudden? And then the guys announced that they showed it up on the big screen in the park that it had happened. And people, you know, their phones anymore. They were getting the news right away. And the baseball announcers announced it. Like, I got the news from the baseball guys.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. And then, of course, there goes the game. Now you're flipping on CNN or whatever you can. May 2nd, 1997, sandstorm in Egypt kills 12 and topples buildings. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Is it like tornado-type winds in those things?
Must have been. To do something like that.
It's gotta suck, man. Sand blasting in the face. I don't like when I'm laying on the beach and kids run by and the sand gets on your foot or your hand.
Imagine it just in the air, like little pieces of it everywhere.
Smacking you in the nuts.
Yep, no thanks.
Fuck that shit. May 2nd, 1933. Oh, Loch Ness monster spotted.
Oh, that's a biggie.
Was that the first sighting of Loch Ness?
It was not.
It was not. Let's see, 800 feet deep, 23 miles long.
It's Loch Ness, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like, that's a big fucking...
That's a big monster.
That's a huge monster.
How could they not spot that monster?
They're all checking out for his head to peek out of the water. You just got to look under the water.
Yeah, you didn't even have to look that far.
Earliest reference to a monster in Loch Ness is 7th century biography of Saint Columba, an Irish missionary who introduced Christianity to Scotland. Huh. Well, he was just full of rumors.
Yeah.
This guy. In 565. Wow.
Yeah, he was on his way to Inverness, which is on the shore almost of Loch Ness. And on his way, it said that he encountered the monster like attacking this guy. And he invoked the name of God and he told the monster to go away. Bad monster, go away.
And it went away? Listen to him.
And it went away. So,
wow, New English and everything?
Yeah.
Wow. And back then. So Loch Ness is really old, the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were like hints of it in like old, and it was even called like Nessie. way back, like in those old writings and stuff. They called it Nessie.
Wow, even back then.
Yeah, it wasn't
So today, do people think it's the same monster from back then? He's just really old?
No,
or do they think there's a family of them?
No, people today think it's bullshit because it is bullshit.
Some people still, though, believe in that shit. Like,
some people believe in it because the evidence that was presented was all fake.
Well, yeah.
So the picture that was taken in 34, that was proven in 1994 to be a fake.
Right.
All the stuff since then have been either, all the sonar studies and all that stuff and that underwater photography and all that garbage, all that stuff was all inconclusive.
Well, there was just another spotting of him last week. I almost brought it up as a story in the news.
Of course
there was a picture.
There always
and everything.
is. There's got to be. That's when we went there on our honeymoon. The tour took us up through there, and we stopped in Inverness and went shopping and stuff there. But it stopped a couple times around Loch Ness, on both ends and in the middle at this overlook kind of thing and stuff. And the tour guy was telling us this story. There was this millionaire that went there one time, and he brought with him this whole semi-truck load of fish and dumped the whole thing of fish into the lake to try to lure the monster out. And it polluted a big section of the lake because all these dead fish. And I couldn't find that story to say that was fact, but that's what he told us.
No, that didn't work.
Yeah.
What will?
Right. That was everything.
Will.
But yeah, there's been all kinds of sonar studies of the lake, and and the originally in the 1933 when the story came up, why it came up was that was when they first built a road along the edge of the lake there.
Okay.
So people said they started spotting it. And this one couple said they watched it go across the lake, and the papers there, the Daily Mail, they hired this an African tracker hunter guy to go in.
Marmaduke Wetherell.
Yeah.
Nice, great name.
Yeah, if that's not a hunter tracker safari dude, I don't know who is. Good old Marmaduke goes out there and he spends 3 days looking for it, and he says he finds tracks.
Oh.
And they take plaster molds of these tracks and they send it to the British National History Museum, and the results come back a couple weeks later after they examine them, and they say it's definitely the tracks of a large four-legged animal, and it's definitely the tracks of a hippopotamus, and it's definitely the tracks of one leg of a hippopotamus, probably stuffed.
Oh no. Oh no. So they could even tell back then.
Yeah.
Jesus. Hey man, he wanted to get that paycheck, Yeah. Stuffed animal.
Stuffed hippopotamus leg.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so all the proof and stuff is all contrived, and it's just been built up as this big touristy thing because it's an old story. It's an old myth from way back.
It's popular.
Then.
Everybody knows it.
Yeah,
kids
exactly.
know it today, even.
But it's myth. It's not don't go dumping fish in a lake. People live there.
People still believe in Bigfoot.
Yeah.
It's come on, we found animals deep into the oceans that you can only find with special equipment. We can't find a land creature. Yeah. The huge land creature.
Yeah. Well, and that's that, and that's what that picture spawned, was that long neck and everything. Mm-hmm. That spawned all that stuff where people thought it was a plesiosaur, and that it went under to these underwater channels and stuff to other lakes and everything, and it was all interlocked, but it's all garbage.
Or is it?
No, it's all garbage.
In Great Falls, Montana, people were sitting around enjoying the Steve Wilkos show one day, and the show was interrupted. This was earlier this week. The show was interrupted with the emergency broadcasting thing came up, and it warned them that dead bodies were rising from their graves.
Oh, that was like that road sign thing.
Road sign?
Yeah, did you ever see that? Like, there was somebody like hacked into like this one of those construction signs on the side of the road.
Yeah?
And it said like danger, zombies ahead. And it was like flashing on the side of the road.
Did people buy it?
I don't know. I mean,
people bought this story.
Yeah, go for it, huh? I'm only here, right?
Yeah. You're only...
Yeah, we're here for you. All in the
molecules. You can shatter. And then a muted text scrolled across, noting the areas, specific areas that were affected. And then an artificial voice came on and said, "The zombie apocalypse has started," and warned viewers not to approach or apprehend these bodies, as they are dangerous. So people start freaking the fuck out in Montana.
What?
And calling the cops.
Oh my God.
They're like, is this real? Is this really happening? Wait, see, and you're surprised that people believe in Loch Ness?
No, dude, I'm not. That doesn't surprise me that people believe in Loch Ness.
But yeah, and the cops were like, what? Like, they didn't know what was going on. And they're saying, no, we don't have any reports of this happening.
It's so stupid, but it's awesome. It's like World of Worlds all over.
Yeah, exactly. But it's,
I love that.
Fucking 2014.
Right. Of all things. Well, I guess if you're gonna do another one, you got to do something like that.
You got to go zombies. Yeah, you
whatever the popular thing is.
But here, the broadcast company got hacked, and the same deal. They were hackers, and they went ahead and did that, and they're not able to find out who did it.
Well, that happened. I don't know.
You know, hackers are that good.
I'm sure they'll bring in the FBI experts or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's big shit. You know, hacking into a television company. So I say they try it again. This time, like, do the same exact channel and time, the same viewers, and this time say it's aliens.
Yeah.
See, is it true?
What happens?
Did aliens come up?
See how many different things you can do.
Fish now have legs and they're coming out and getting people. Is that true? Are they really eating people?
What did I just see that? Fargo had like something like that. One of the scenes, he like goes to buy like these meds from this guy, and like the guy's like, I have this side business where I sell zombie survival kits out of the back of my van or whatever. That's a damn good show, dude. You gotta watch that and catch up on it, man. It's
yeah,
really
I gotta. Someone at work was talking about it.
Surprising.
Said it was good.
Billy Bob is just really good.
I love Billy Bob.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen any shows about people who, prepare for the end of the world or zombie apocalypse or
yeah, I've seen like
whatever they have, and they gear up and spend thousands of dollars.
Yeah, there's all those people. I think like either the zombie apocalypse or the fall of the U.S. for whatever reason, and just all kinds of weird survivalist things. I mean, back to Louis Theroux again. You gotta watch. There's a Louis Theroux documentary where he visits all these like survivalist guys up in Montana and goes into their compounds and like lives with them for a little bit. It's pretty cool. Like all the stuff they do and they talk about and stuff.
Let's see, we were talking about I got another post office story.
Yeah?
It's post office day.
Yeah, that's right. Get back to it.
Mailman William Morse of Kentucky was taking people's mail, just keeping their mail, and stashing it in his dead mother's house and a storage unit. They found out he was doing this. They found 44,900 pieces of mail.
Holy crap.
That he had kept.
He was just walking around taking everybody's mail?
Well, he had their mail, but he wasn't delivering it all because he said it made his route shorter.
Oh.
And he didn't feel like doing the route.
So rather than just destroying it, he stored it.
He was storing it all. And the thing is with the postman, you get done your route quicker. It's not like you're done for the day.
Yeah.
If you get done early, you got to stay at the post office and help out.
Yeah, sort of.
You got to do your thing. But I guess I don't know, maybe there were long driveways he had to walk up, or it didn't even say if he was a walk up or a driving guy. He might have done it and then taken a nap.
Yeah.
For 2 hours.
Yeah, that's true.
He said sped up his route. he is going to get 6 months in jail and 6 months of house arrest. He was supposed to get 2 years, but they said he didn't steal from the mail. Like, he got the mail and just left it in the house.
Right.
They said none of it was opened. Because there's space. But so they said that he never opened any of the mail. He didn't go to take anything from the mail. So it wasn't actually theft of the mail, so they couldn't give him the full 2 years. And obviously he lost his job.
Sir.
Only 250 residents suffered financial loss, and he has to pay $55,000 back to the banks. He had to deliver mail to banks. He was keeping that shit.
What?
To banks and the people who were affected, financially because of it.
Right.
Maybe got a late fee on a bill.
Yeah, or anything. I mean,
something. That happened to me once. I didn't pay one of my credit card bills. I never got in the mail. Like, all of a sudden I get the next month's and it says, "Oh, here's your late fee." I'm like, what? I was strictly pay all the stuff on time. I was thinking, I figured out what happened. One of the streets that came off of my street, that was on the corner of my street and a different one, had the same number as me.
Yeah.
So essentially, when he saw that number in that street, he would just bring it to them because they were kind of on the street. Because I would get some of their mail sometimes.
That happens in the post office. I go to a post office box, and we get other people's mail.
See, that shouldn't happen.
All the time.
That shouldn't happen.
All the time.
I don't know who comes up with the numbers for houses, but if it's a post office and you can pick, because it started at like 3841 was the first number of the corner.
Yeah.
Don't put the same fucking number on a corner that's on an adjacent street.
Well, ours is a P.O. box. Only our house is that P.O. box.
See.
Why are we getting other people's mail to our P.O. box?
God knows who's getting your mail.
I don't care.
I would get
it's all bills
packages.
Anyway.
I got a package one time from these people. This is when I gave up helping them, because I'd always bring them their mail. Here you go. They never brought me my mail.
Oh, of course.
But I would always bring them their mail. And this package comes in the mail one day, and I didn't recognize the company it was from. So I look them up on the internet, and whatever company it was from, they sold like, it was dumb shit. It was like, I don't know, stuff you get for lawyers and shit for their desks, like a really expensive globe or, shit like that. But I mean, everything in that catalog was super expensive. I'm like, damn, there must be something good in here. So I did the right thing. I went to their house, I knocked on the door, I said, here, I said, this got delivered to my house. I got more of your mail, I just wanted to bring it back to you.
Look at this.
Guy opens his fucking door, right? Because before I would just stuff stuff in their mailbox for them.
Yeah.
And they never knew I was bringing it back to them, or at least they never made it known that they did. Guy opens the door, takes the package out of my hand, shuts the door.
Didn't even say anything to you?
Not one word. Not even fuck off, get the fuck off my lawn or nothing like that. He just opens it, takes it, shuts the door.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Because I'm your mailman.
Yeah,
No thanks.
So, another time.
So on your way home, you bought a shredder?
Well, no. I said, well, it's going to happen again.
Yeah.
So it did.
Buy a shredder.
This time I got some DVDs from Columbia House.
They'll go in a shredder.
In their... No, they went in my DVD player. They were good movies.
All right.
I said, I'm opening this one.
Yeah.
I forget what they...
Those are your delivery
movies.
fee,
I don't want to say they were good movies, but they were movies I wanted to see. The one was, I think it was Aeon Flux, the movie they came out with, and some other one. And I was like, word, right on the shelf.
It was addressed to you.
It was my number.
I don't know. I think you might have to edit that.
No. If it's delivered to you, you can keep it.
That sounds like the playground rules for mail.
No, man. If something's delivered to you by mistake, it's yours.
Is that why it's insured?
Am I getting paid? Yeah. Am I getting paid to bring it back and do your job?
Huh?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Well, you did pay your dues though by
I worked it off.
Mail to them.
I worked it off.
And just closed.
Those places you call and say I never got the package, and they ship you a new one.
No harm, no foul.
I was about to get my feelings hurt.
Yeah. Doors slammed in your face.
I got toes and fingers that could have got caught in that door.
Can't go home toeless.
So and then there was let's Let's see. Okay, that happened in No, wait. Hell.
Huh? You getting your mail stories confused?
Yeah, no. Well, it says Long Island, Australia. I guess that's a place.
Sure.
There was a story where 10,000 pieces of mail were being kept
10,000?
by a different postman. Yeah, this happened years ago.
Yeah.
But he also cashed $31,000 in Social Security checks from his dead mother.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And he did 5 years.
Wow.
So he was just a big criminal. So, that's the post office for you.
Interesting.
They're all bastards and miserable there anyway.
No, I mean, not the one down in Clayton. I mean, they seem pretty happy every time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, the one in Smyrna, when our mailbox got ran over, and I didn't have a mailbox for 6
By the
weeks.
heroin addict.
By the heroin addict.
Right.
I had to go and pick up my mail from them. And every 2 weeks I kept having to extend it. Like, I still didn't get the insurance check, so... And the guy would be real nice. He was like, oh, yeah, extended, whatever, yeah. Oh, you're one of those guys that mailbox got ruined. Yeah, but he was all nice. Kendra said she would go and get the same guy. She'd be like, oh, we have to extend it, or I'm here to pick up my mail. And he'd be like, you know, you're supposed to pay for a P.O. box. You know, we're not your personal mail holder. Well, yeah, you are.
He was nice as pie to you?
You're the postal, but he was nice to me. Joking around. Every time, Kendra. Every time this guy gave her attitude.
Man, I don't know.
I don't know if it was her approach, like, where's my mail, motherfucker?
Yeah.
You know, or something like that. But yeah.
Well, I think you may have piqued people's interest with the heroin story. You should probably...
You want me to tell that story?
Yeah, you should
Alright.
go with that one. That's a good one.
So I wake up one morning to go to work. I walk outside about, I don't know, 6:15 in the morning. And I'm getting in the car. And just as I shut it, I hear a car run over something in the road behind me. Like a piece of plastic. You can tell like what the sound was.
Right.
And I almost didn't go check it. I said, well, let me get out and check it because on my luck, I'm going to run over and get a flat fucking tire.
Exactly.
So I go out in the middle and see there's just like a piece of plastic on the road. I was like, oh, let me get that. Then all of a sudden at my feet at the end of my driveway, I see a bunch of plastic. And I'm like, what the hell? Then I look over and my mailbox is gone. And not just the mailbox on top of the post, the 4-inch wide wooden post that's cemented into the ground is gone. Shattered from the base. Million pieces everywhere. I'm like, what the hell? So then I look down the street, and as far as I can see, nobody has a mailbox. It looks like a tornado came through. There's just pieces strewn everywhere. So I go to ask one of my neighbors out there picking up her pieces, and she hasn't said a word to me since we moved here. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, well, let me go see what she knows what's up. It was all foggy that day, too. And I said, excuse me. She didn't hear me. Well, she's a couple doors down. We keep walking. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. No. I get about 20 feet from her. Excuse me, do you know what's going on here? She picks up her shit, walks in her house. People don't like to talk to me.
Maybe you
do something?
Maybe you have the power of invisibility. You just don't know. Doors get closed on you.
Yeah, you know.
People don't talk to you.
So I'm like, all right, I don't know what the hell's going on. I was like, I guess I got to call the cops. Like, something happened here. And
right.
So I'm walking back in the house, and my wife comes walking out the door, which is weird for her to be up that early. And I said, look, first I said, what are you doing up?
No, I'm up.
I said, all right. I said, look, we got to call the cops. I said, you know, all these mailboxes are smashed. She says to me, you don't remember? And my heart starts racing 800 miles a minute, man. Just like, I don't remember. I said, remember what? She says, you don't remember the cops being here last night? How much did I have to drink? Like the cops were here. I know what happened here, and it's all blank. Like, now it's a movie to me.
Right.
You know, now I'm what's the one movie? Memento?
Yeah.
It's like that. Like, I'm gonna have to start working backwards to figure out what happened.
Looking for tattoos on your arm.
It's my life. Or it's like,
trust no one.
What's the other one? Where all the friends end up, they wake up and they don't know where they're at. They're in Vegas.
Oh, The Hangover.
The Hangover. It's like The Hangover, So, and I was drinking the night before, so anyway, I said, what do you mean the cops were here? And she says, 2:30 in the morning, someone's banging on the fucking door, all 3 dogs are going crazy. She goes out there, sees cop lights, and says, well, it's okay to answer the door, it's the cops. And she says, but she wants to get me, so she comes in, she's trying to wake me up. She's just shaking me. I'm not budging, which isn't me. And she says, Joe, the cops are here. And she says, just kind of look up and I go, okay. And I went back to sleep. So she figures, you're useless. So she goes to talk to the cops, and then here, a guy on heroin came flying down the street in his pickup truck, his company pickup truck. Starts taking out every mailbox along the way. Took out a couple of those yellow and black arrow signs, like sharp turn here.
Yeah.
So he took those out.
They still haven't put those back up.
No, there's only one. There used to be 3, now there's 1. One of them gave him a flat tire, and I guess he was also trying to turn. That's when he turned to my side of the street, took out my mailbox, hit my drain pipe, got another flat tire, ended up going straight towards my neighbor's house, turned inches away from their house. Ends up in the guy next to him, 2 doors down from me. Somehow never hit a tree. There's all these trees in the yard, you've seen it. Weaved in and out of them.
I have no idea how that
Because of his flat tire, though, he's digging into the ground, getting deeper and deeper, couldn't get out. That guy calls the cops, they couldn't get him. It was the 2nd offense in the last year driving under the influence of heroin. So they said he was going away for a while. And it took forever to get a quote from the insurance company and my money.
Yeah.
So, I don't have any luck with anything postal. Nothing postal is in my favor.
You're going to be the first non-postman to get postal.
San Francisco, today, they're opening up their first official hookup truck. It's a truck that you can go to that you can pay to have sex in it.
Oh, okay.
It's this big rig, an 18-wheeler, and you go into the back of the truck, and it's a room designed to accommodate intimate relations. Okay, it's a private, secured room. It comes with complimentary birth control and STD preventatives. And if you want to pay a little extra, you can get the camera option.
Oh.
They give you a camera and you can have some fun with it. They said the whole thing is about promoting safe sex and so on and so forth.
Right.
They said they're all about cleanliness. The room is clean before and after anyone goes in to use it. They even said it's definitely cleaner than any public toilet you've been to. I'm not fucking on a public toilet.
Right.
No, I'm not. Don't compare it to something where I'm not gonna fuck. But I guess, I don't know, maybe if you're gonna fuck in a truck or fuck in a stall, I don't know.
You'll go anywhere.
You have to be 21 and older to do it. You have to register online beforehand. You can't just walk up and say, hey, you wanna fuck in a truck? It comes with there's no bed inside of it though. It's got a custom bench specifically designed to facilitate positioning for the average sized person. That's how they put it. That's from their site. For the average sized person. But I would like to see the bench. Facilitate positioning. You know what else facilitates positionings for sex? Beds.
Right.
I don't know if they just got lazy or whatever. Now here's the best part.
They needed something that they could
sell.
spray off.
Oh yeah. You don't want to do the sheets every time.
Right.
So you just wipe that down. I want that job. I also didn't say how much it costs. That would have been interesting. But they are available because it's a truck. It's mobile. Mm-hmm. They said they're available for festivals, weddings, holiday parties, and more! Exclamation point.
So I'm surprised they didn't have pictures of the inside of this.
No, it's just a picture of the outside of it, and it looked... If this was the truck that they're doing it with, it was these 3 girls in costumes outside of it posing. But the truck looked disgusting. It looked like the hinges were all rusty. I don't know if it's just some old truck they bought up cheap. Maybe it's nice on the inside, but no pictures of the inside. No prices. But, dude, they do holiday parties. This year, Christmas party, the hookup truck.
You're bringing the hookup truck?
I'm going to bring in the hookup truck.
Okay.
And, people can just go fuck. It's... Look, this party is not a huge house. We're going to hear you if you use the bathroom.
Yeah.
So,
you got the truck in the yard.
Go for the pickup truck. Or, a couple weeks, kids' communion party's coming up.
Bring the hookup truck.
Bring the hookup truck to the communion party.
That sounds classy.
Definitely, man. I'm doing it.
Yeah, I don't know. I was before that story. I was gonna say, I want to go to San Francisco and the truck thing came up because you see all those shows. There was the how was it? I think it was that Anthony Bourdain show where he went out there and they got a bunch of really cool like food trucks.
Oh, okay.
San Francisco. So there's a whole like food truck circuit.
Oh, I've seen those things. I've seen shows where what's his name goes to all those food trucks. The guy that does the diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Yeah. Fieri.
Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some cool trucks out there. And if you succeed at that, you make bank.
Yeah.
If you're a successful truck. But the hard thing is becoming a successful truck.
Right. You gotta have something to sell, but that's, you figure a nice confined space like that, it's not terrible amount of overhead.
There was one truck where, how a lot of your illegal immigrants will hang around Home Depots in the morning looking for work. These contractors come by and say, hey, I'll give you a day's work or whatever.
Make it.
This truck, this is what this guy does. He goes to wherever these illegal immigrants are hanging out looking for a day's work, and he says, can you cook? Can you cook? Can you cook? And he has them come cook for him.
Oh, nice.
And he pays them.
Yeah.
Well,
that's cool.
And I guess that's his way. They make Mexican food. I guess that's his way of making it authentic and I guess helping out the community because he pays them. I don't know if it's cheaper labor or.
Well, too. I mean, they gotta know how to cook what he's cooking. Too.
They gotta know how to cook what he's making, unless it's all basic stuff. I don't know.
You can't. I mean,
who's to say they're clean people? You can't just take people off the street and say cook food.
No, but you can clean your hands. I mean, you can clean up.
But everyone's different, though. You can clean your hands and you can pick your nose and fold a wrap.
Yeah, but a truck's not a big place.
Well, that's true.
He's right there with them cooking. I mean, I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. I imagine they all have at least a little bit of sweat in the food from those trucks. Tight spaces, so it's got to be hot in there.
Oh, yeah. Well,
not that I mind. You get some good food from a truck.
Yeah,
we want to hit that lamb truck.
Right. Lamb truck's right around the corner there.
Lamb truck. Lamb chops from the lamb truck.
We needed elk chops on the way down for that.
Oh, man.
So that's what we should have got.
I was looking at the menu today. On there. Wasn't as out there as I thought it was going to be.
No, it's not.
Like elk was the only thing they had on there that I hadn't tried. The rest of it was pork and whatever. But they also had, there's something else. Elk sausage.
Yeah, I would eat an elk sausage.
Fuck yeah.
Anything made into sausage, really.
Nah,
sausage is the greatest.
It's people sausage. You said anything.
I draw the line then.
Draw the line.
You found my line right away.
Knew it.
You didn't even have to go through a whole list. You went right to
All right, let me start. People.
Line.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, well, cool.
It's over. Man, this guy in this blue car is driving me insane.
Is he behind us?
No, he's in front of us now. He's way up there. I had to let him go because...
Sorry, sir. We have to let you go.
He has a place to go, and I'm in his way from getting there. America's nuclear missiles.
All the sites that are...
What about them now?
What about...
Well, there was that big scandal recently with all those guys. They were scamming the training and stuff.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, and a bunch of people lost their positions, and it was a whole thing. Like a bunch of people went to jail.
For what?
They were scamming these tests. They were like, there was some kind of aptitude thing they had to take like all the time or something. I don't know. You'd have to
pretending to be smart.
Yeah. Well, whatever it was, they were scamming these tests that they needed to pass in order to be these in these nuclear facilities.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a big scandal. We'll have to find the story and link it.
Yeah,
because I don't know all the details, so I don't want to.
Nice quote. Well, I guess it depends how you look at it. I was going to say you don't have to be too smart to do it, but you might have to be really smart to do it because they still run on old computers. And who knows what computers they run on. They still use 8-inch floppy disks for the computers.
No, come on.
Oh, yeah.
No.
This is coming from 60 Minutes. 60 Minutes did a story on this.
60 Minutes what?
Just last
60
week.
60 Minutes is on the air still?
Yeah, apparently.
All right.
I mean, I read the story from 60 Minutes, but yeah, it was a show they did last week.
Floppy disks.
8-inch floppy disks. Not even the 5 1/4-inch ones.
They haven't even reached that technology point yet.
There's a 23-year-old that works there, a 24-year-old girl, and she said that was the first time she ever saw a floppy disk.
Was it a nuclear installation?
You know, she said she didn't know what they were. She got the job. She said it was the first time she ever actually saw one. They still use analog phones.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, sure, I'm okay with that. But they said it would cost $350 billion over 10 years to update all their facilities, all their underground facilities. And that's why they just don't. The Pentagon just slashed the budget to pre-World War II numbers. So they said, there's no way we're putting $350 million out to...
Yeah, considering we put all this stuff in post-World War II.
Yeah. And, but I would think that's something you want to upgrade. But they said these computers are reliable and they're safe.
Yeah, I mean, what is it?
And,
what does it really have to do? It doesn't have to think about anything.
No, it just has to run. You tell it what to do.
I mean, it's not. Those aren't the guidance computers. It's not like.
No, yeah. But check it out. They had pictures from the show, or check out the show. Call up 60 Minutes on demand.
Yeah.
And there's just people with these giant ass floppy disks in their hand.
Atari remotes.
War games. Playing tic-tac-toe. North Carolina teen poisoned her grandmother.
What?
On Easter.
Purposefully or?
Purposefully.
Jesus.
She poisoned the collard greens that she was making for Easter dinner.
That's not cool.
Because she took her cell phone away from her for the day.
Why would you poison the collard greens, man? Collard greens are good.
Why would you poison your grandmother?
That too.
I don't care about the collard greens. I don't like collard greens.
Oh, I do.
I'm not a fan of them.
Well,
I had them done. I had them one time when they were good. And any other time I've had them, no matter where.
I've had them plenty of times and they're done good, man. Well, that's what I'm saying. I empathize with the grandmother. She was all hungry for the collard greens. And she gets poison out of it.
Well, my collard greens taste funny. Why do they taste funny, baby? I don't know, Grandma. No, I'll pass on them, though. It was her grandmother and her friend. Her grandmother had one of her guy friends over for Easter. And they both got really, really, really ill.
Yeah.
They ended up in the hospital for a couple days. And she hasn't talked to her granddaughter since.
Did it say what the poison was?
It didn't. It didn't say what the poison was.
It was like rat poison.
It was either rat poison or she probably put Windex in it or, something. I mean, she's going to be, she's a teenager. Well, with the internet today, I guess you could find out how to poison anybody.
Yeah, news now.
But,
making
poor old woman.
VX gas and put it on top of the fucking gun.
But the girl said, she's not sorry for what she did. She took my phone.
The phone is everything.
So I imagine she'll be facing attempted murder charges.
Yeah.
Sometime soon.
2 counts, at least.
Yeah. Or the grandmother, but I was expecting 10 more people. Make that 12 counts.
Put her the hell away where she can't touch a phone forever. Where phones will be obsolete by the time she gets out of jail.
Yeah. I can't make a call because I don't have my forearm receiver. Where's the tattoo? You have tattoo? Why you don't have this? What's it? Picking up old phones and shit and trying to use them. I'm not getting my 4G. They'd be like, you're what? 4G? Oh, that's the thing they just upgraded in the nuclear sites, right? They just got 4G. Yeah. In Oklahoma, the Elk City Outlaws Little League team.
Oh, okay.
They had an auction for equipment and travel.
That could have gone either way. That could have been a biker gang too. Or
I was as I read it, I'm like, oh, this could be. Well, it turns out they might be a little bit of both.
Yeah.
The item they were auctioning off was an AR-15 rifle.
Where was it?
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It's okay in Oklahoma?
Yeah, that's their state motto, isn't it?
Oklahoma is okay.
Yeah.
To sell AR-15 rifles at Little League games. It was $20 a ticket.
Well,
the winner does have to get a background check. Some people are up in arms about it. The coach said, "It's no big deal." He said he got his kid an itty bitty 22 to teach them how to use it.
well, it wasn't the little leaguers that were paying the money for the.
No. I mean,
that's what I mean. It was like the adults were paying the money.
Right. But I just think
it's just like any other auction
today, though. I mean, you don't want to.
You live in a blue state.
Well,
Oklahoma is a very red state.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
it's just
yeah, because that would never pass in Delaware. If they tried to do that in Delaware,
oh yeah,
people would get murdered for doing it.
Yeah,
but they would never let the auction actually happen.
Well, I was here, man. It was like gunfight at the OK Corral up at Newark last night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was some big shootout or something between like.
That's what I'm saying. We're all about murder. But
there was some like argument between like these groups or something, and there was a big shootout, like all these bullet holes and everything. I guess nobody got killed, but like people were calling the cops. They said they heard gunfire and stuff. Cops came in.
Wow.
Big shootout.
Man. I missed that one.
Yeah.
I read news stories all day.
You gotta listen to radio. That's what it is.
Maybe that's what it is. That's the other thing. The radio things I listen to are all the way across the country.
Right.
You know,
we're about local here.
All about local. Get my news from New York and
the
Oregon.
Big city and everything. Big city.
New York City. Airport security. Mm-hmm. There's a study done on ways that they abuse people. And one of the ways was they use the scanners to rate your junk. You know, those full body scanners. Mm-hmm. And they sit there and they rate everybody's junk as they go through and laugh at you. Baggage handlers try to get creative. They had one case where they got like little OK stickers or whatever stickers they have, and they used a whole bunch of them to print out really big on someone's suitcase, "I am gay." So when it came back and they had to pick up the suitcase, right? I mean, this is stuff people are doing.
Yeah, how are they getting?
They leave other notes on people. They steal items from people, which is very common. They've had times where security pulls pranks on people. They'll call someone over and say, "Excuse me, but we found crack cocaine in your bag. Can you come with me?" And they go and they take them aside, they put them in a room, ask them questions, and then they go, "Nah, we're just kidding. Go ahead, you can leave."
What's your badge number?
Right.
You're fired.
Right.
Okay.
But it goes beyond that. Apparently, airport people can just do whatever the fuck they want.
No.
There was one woman, they like to razz the new people, you know?
Uh-huh.
So, there was a woman who worked at the ticket counter, and they came up to her and they said that, I forget what the deal was. They said her drug test came back bad or something happened, and they said that she was under arrest. Well, they had real police officers come help them with this.
What?
And the officers put her in cuffs, and she just started bawling her eyes out and freaking out and crying and going crazy.
Huh?
And so they said, whoa, they said, "We're just joking. It's okay here. You know, we're just razzing you, you're the new person, whatever. They said, look, we're sorry. Go home for the day, leave early, pull yourself together, come back tomorrow. So she comes back the next day, and she says as soon as she gets there, she all comes back, she's just crying again, going crazy. She had to quit her job. And the only thing they said was that, the officers were...
disciplined or something?
Yeah, they gave a slap on the wrist for doing that. But, cops are helping out. A cop is supposed to say, one, no, that's mean to do to somebody. Two, we can't just use our power and cuffs to fake arrest people.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, that's a power of authority. And probably the reason why she had that reaction, too. I mean, you grow up as a kid, you're taught that cops hold a certain place in society.
Yeah.
That they're there to do
they come putting the cuffs
job.
on you.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
For whatever, I forget the reason they said they were arresting her. I wish I wrote that down.
Yeah.
So, the next time you go, I'm going to...
don't go anywhere.
Bring a carry-on or something. And
know your rights.
I'm going to tie fake junk in my pants.
Yeah. Just get a pair of truck nuts for your pants.
That'd be fantastic.
I'm telling you, we got to go to the truck nut factory.
Get the truck nuts, and when you go through the metal detector and it goes off,
whoa!
And they got the wand, beep, keep banging around your nuts. I got steel nuts.
Oh yeah, I guess if you got the chrome ones.
Oh yeah, the chrome ones. Oh, I'm going all chrome, baby.
Well, they make the rubber ones too.
Rubber nuts?
You've never seen the rubber truck nuts?
I've only seen the
they make them
ones.
in flesh color. You've never seen this?
No, I've only seen the metal ones.
How long have you lived in Southern Delaware?
I've seen flesh colored ones, but they were plastic or shiny.
No, they
look more real because they're rubber. Wow, no, I never saw them. They got pubes on them?
I don't get that close. I mean, I didn't inspect it or poke it with a stick or anything. But I've seen it.
Yeah.
I'm
still going metal.
The more you know.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Wow. And here's the thing. How much do truck nuts cost?
$17.
Yeah?
No, I don't know.
I was like, you look this up? Is that for the rubber or the chrome?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh man.
That's my assumed value for a pair of truck nuts.
Oh man, I bet I'm going 25.
Okay.
I'm thinking 25. You know what? Let us check on Amazon.
Yeah.
Let's do a little research here on the commute. We're just trying to help out. One life at a time. Let's see.
What else we got we can talk about later?
Let's see. I got another story here. Trina LaVey. She supposedly was one of the contestants on Last Comic Standing.
Okay.
She's now a reality TV producer. Mm-hmm. Well, she didn't like her selfies that she was taking. And selfie, a big thing now, everyone taking their selfies.
Sure.
So she went and got a chin implant, fat grafting, and a nose job.
Fat grafting? What is that?
I guess they take fat away or put it somewhere else.
Or they take fat from somewhere and put it somewhere else?
Yeah. Her explanation was that, your selfie is now your headshot. Because everybody sees your selfie, and she's in the industry. So she went ahead and got that. Well, here it turns out the cosmetic surgery is up 71% from a year ago because of the selfies.
What? That's what they're correlating that to?
Yep. And because people are saying that they take pictures from different angles and they never knew how they looked from a certain angle. This girl said she liked how she looked head on, you normally see yourself in traditional photographs, I guess. But when you're getting a lot of, turning your head, you're doing all kinds of stuff like that.
All right, I was wrong. The U.S. is falling. I'm going to Montana via Oklahoma so I can enter the contest for the AR-15 and join a commune in Montana.
71%. Now, I don't know if everyone's getting as much done as she did. I mean, would you want a chin implant?
I don't know, that's what
I always feel like there was something there.
It already feels like there's bone.
I mean, some people do have fucked up chins where it just looks like it goes into their neck, you know?
Yeah.
Like they don't think they have a chin. But she was... Did she look better afterwards? Yeah. But... you know, I hate to promote this.
It's up 71%. Can you believe that? Did she look better? Yeah, it was fucking great.
She's pretty hot. She's bangable now. I'd give her a job now. Before I would have given her a job.
Yeah.
And now I'd give her a job.
Really? What job would you give her?
The kind of blowing. I gotta try out the new chin.
Right.
I gotta try chin nuts.
But
So, where was I? You got me talking about blowjobs. I'm looking up truck nuts.
I know how to distract you.
But since then she's had to get corrective surgery on her nose, though. I guess, I don't know if something got fucked up. They didn't explain why. If something got fucked up or went wrong.
Okay. And she was a comic?
Yeah. Which, I mean, it explains why she has bad self-esteem, because usually comics do.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Oh, wait, it's not tuck nuts. That would give me something else.
Whoa.
I can't type in a bouncy car.
Yeah. But the camera is steady.
Look at that, man. You would never know we were bouncing. But yeah, she was a comic, and I don't know, but what I was saying before was she didn't look horrible beforehand.
Right.
Like, she improved it maybe
71%?
71%. No, maybe like, I don't know, 15-20% better looking.
Right.
Which, when you're already attractive, isn't that much, you know? Oh, one of the options was truck nuts camo.
Camo truck nuts.
Wow. Oh, okay. Well. Okay, you know what? You, sir, were spot on. You know your truck nuts.
Dude, I could go on The Price is Right for truck nuts.
Truck nuts, truck balls, ball nuts this is on Amazon. Mm-hmm. Truck nuts, truck balls, bull nuts. 8 inches tall, black, $17.82. And because you were within $1,
yeah,
you win all the nuts.
Shoo!
Nuts on the house.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yes.
Come on now.
You're the next contestant on Your Nuts Are Right.
The only thing I want on The Price is Right is to spin that wheel thing.
Oh, that would be awesome, dude.
That's all I want to do. I don't care.
Oh.
I don't know. She just...
Cocksucker. You need a chin job.
Really?
She had a big chin.
No.
She needs to reduce the chin. She needs to donate her chin to someone that needs a chin.
Thank you.
Cunt.
Even at the end of our journey.
Right?
It's just like the beginning.
There's a whole kit you can get.
It would have to be, really.
Truck nuts, truck balls, bull nuts, complete hanging kit. Flesh, $32.93.
Oh. So yeah.
Rubber bull balls.
I know
truck nuts.
I know what the on-sale value of truck nuts are.
I would not want blue nuts. You want blue balls? I wouldn't say when I got blue balls.
Yeah. Well, your truck does, not you.
Here we go. Oh. Truck nuts, truck balls, bull nuts, complete hanging kit, chrome, $53.75.
Wow.
You gonna pay $54 fucking
$50 value
of truck nuts? It'd be great if this was the one of the prizes they had a bid on to get on The Price is Right. Mm-hmm. Today, we have truck nuts, 8-inch tall, truck balls, bull nuts, dark blue.
I'd be going up there, man.
One of the models could... Yeah, man, you would have spot on unless somebody said 1701. All right, well, that'll do it for this episode of The Commute.
And even if it didn't, it does.
Check out our website, twocommute.com, TWOcommute.com. Like our Facebook page, The Commute. Subscribe to our YouTube page, The Commute Podcast. Follow us at Driver Passenger. And send us an email at
The Commute Podcast.
At Comcast.net.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Hope to see you there.
Yeah, and send us your ideas for destinations or anything.
Yeah, we're going to do more destination shows, and we're also now on Reddit.
Yeah.
So check us out.